Hey guys and girls, Alibaba here from One Stop Tutorials. You've done great. We've actually completed our outline of our website. Okay, I know it took a bit long and there's a lot of tutorials, but we've been through a lot. We've done a lot of coding. What I want to do in this one is I just want to tidy a few things up. For example, I want to get a couple more images in. I need to sort out this section up here. Okay, so let's get on with it. The first thing I'm going to do is just sort out this links at the bottom here, so we got them a bit formatted a bit better. So on the actual footer here, we're going to apply some padding to the footer. Okay, so let's apply some padding of top and bottom. In fact, let's do 4 coordinates. Top, let's do 5 pixels at the top. Right, I want to move it in, let's say 5 pixels. Bottom, 5 pixels. Do you know what? I could have done 4 coordinates here. I could have done 2 coordinates there actually. Let me have a look. Let's just see if it's actually working. Okay, so you can now notice that we got a bit more space along here. We're going to format this text, okay, as well. This actual link, sorry. And yeah, things are looking good. Now, let me come into Photoshop, and I'm going to show you a way that you can keep modifying your graphics. Okay, what I want to do here is I want to sort out that submit button. Scroll up to the top here, okay, and let's come to our layers. And we just want to basically take that button again, but we don't want to have the actual search. Okay, I'm going to pull this off for the time being, just drag it off so I can see what I'm doing. Search, so that's going to be under the actual header. Yep, header, search box, and we got the text called search. Just going to drag that back into my palette. Okay, and I'm basically going to just take that, I'm going to crop it out. It's going to be a lot easier. Just come to the crop tool. I'm going to zoom in here, hold down spacebar, and I'm just going to crop this button out again. Double left click on that. File, save for web and devices. Okay, it's a JPEG. What's it look like as a PNG? It's half the size as well. Let's do a PNG 24. Okay, I'm going to save this out. It's 58 by 23. Just going to where are we? We're on the desktop. Recipes, images, and we're going to call this this is search underscore, but there is one already there as a JPEG. In fact, I'm just going to keep the JPEG one. I'm going to overwrite that. It's going to be a lot easier because when we come in now, you'll notice hopefully that it's straight away sorted out the problem. Okay, there we go, submit button. And I'm going to show you what else. You'll notice that when we hover our mouse over this button, it doesn't actually do anything. So we need to go to, let's go back to here, we need to go to the actual form. So let's go to the style sheet, scroll to the top, and I'm looking for the button, submit button here. What you can do is you can add a bit of CSS called cursor, and then we want pointer, semicolon. What that does is turn it into a hand when they hover over it. And there you go, you'll notice now when they hover over it, it turns it into an actual hand. Looking good. We sorted this bottom section out. We're going to have to get this in. So things are looking pretty good. Everything's aligned up. Okay. Okay, the next thing I like to do is, and I don't know if I've actually ever done a tutorial on it, is I like to come up to window, where is it, results, and I want to go to browser compatibility. Now what this does is this will do it will check my website here, my actual page here, whether it's browser friendly or am I going to pick up any errors. Okay, so what you do here is you basically click on this little arrow here and you choose check browser compatibility. Now it's bringing up some errors. It's telling us we got some problems with some of our coding in here. Okay, I'm just going to double click on properties so we can see what we're doing. Now what you have here on the right is you have a section that's telling you basically what the problem is, which internet browser it's going to affect, and generally normally it's Internet Explorer 6, but people still do use it. Now a lot of these ones, they're common, like the double float margin bug. I actually know how to fix that. I know how to fix this, but let me show you what you actually do. You select the one, okay, you could double click on it and it will highlight the area that you're having a problem. So in our instance here, we got a problem with this div. Okay, there's something not right about the way we've coded this div. So you can click on view solutions and this will take you to the page it'll take you to Adobe page, and it will tell you basically what the problem is, and it will show you how to fix it. What it's basically telling us, the solution is to specify a display in line. Okay, anytime if I come back here, anytime we apply a margin, or anytime we apply a float to the same as, so for instance, we floated this whole div left, and then we floated this div left as well. Anytime we do that, it generally doubles the padding space or the margin space. So all you do is you add, as it said, where is it? All it do is add a display in line to your code. So let's come back to the style sheet, and remembering that this is book. Okay, so let's find book, and it's really good to actually check your code. Make sure it's 100% clean. You know, we're going for SEO here, we want clean code. So display inline. Okay, so that's that one. If we come back here, we had two of them. If we double click on that one, you'll notice we have it in cake content as well. So cake content, again, display inline. Okay, so that's that. So what we can do now is we can come back to the index. We can again click on check browser compatibility, and you'll notice two of those errors have disappeared. The next one is a 3-pixel text jog. Again, this is another common one. Okay, and it will tell you what the problem is. Okay, and again you can go to view solutions. Now this is only generally for Internet Explorer 6, and what you can do is you can add a hack. Okay, you can add an Internet Explorer hack. I mean, Internet Explorer, a real nightmare, but basically I'll show you what you do is you take this code, okay, and it wants to add a zoom 1 to the actual code. So basically you take this code, if IE, Control or Command C that, come back to your page, and you want to go right to the top, and you want to put this inside of the head. Okay, so make sure it's put the code in, and then the head's the closing tag underneath it. So I'm going to Control V that. Now what it does is you need to find the place that you're getting the problems. If I double click on this, you'll notice I'm getting the problem with the H3. If I double click on this, H3. If I double click on this, the P. Okay, so what I do is I just add that to this. So I add H3 is one of the problems I'm getting, comma, space, P. These are the two problems that I'm getting. I'm just going to save that, and what I'm going to do is check browser compatibility. Boom, there they go, and it leaves us one last problem, which is a float drop problem. Again, double click on that, and you'll notice it's becoming a problem with our cleaner. So again, let's go into view solution. It's telling me it's going to affect Internet Explorer 6 and 7. Okay, and what is the problem? It's basically, I know what the problem is it's saying about the width. Okay, it's saying I specified a width of 100% and it's not liking it. So what we could try to do, you'll see people's answers here and how they fixed it, but the way I'm going to sort this out is I'm going to come to the style sheet, and I'm going to go to a cleaner, and I'm going to delete the width. Okay, I'm just going to delete the width out of there, and when I come to actually check browser compatibility, my whole page now is browser compatibility in all browsers. Okay, so this is a great tool, remembering it's under Windows, where was it, results and browser compatibility. Okay, so this is a great tool. Let me just quickly preview this one more time, make sure everything is a-okay, and you'll see our thing is there. What I might also do is, as we're carrying on cleaning things up, but I'll probably do it in another tutorials, I'm just going to bring this green bar in. I'm going to give it less than 1,000 pixels just to make it look like it's more in line. We got our button in, sponsored links in. Okay, in the next tutorial I'm going to start adding Google AdSense code to this actual page and start getting us moving more forward. Okay, and then eventually we're going to have to get our content. We're going to have to start making this into a proper website. Take it easy, guys and girls. Catch you at the next one-stop tutorials.